Welcome to Emtiaz Vlogs. Today I'm here at Car Selection for this review of the 2021 Porsche Boxster 718. So if you're not subscribed yet, do hit the subscribe button because I am coming and giving you this amazing content of sports cars and fast cars. So let's start this full in-depth review. So let's start the full review. So first I'm going to show you the key. So here is the key of the Porsche 718. Every single Porsche's key is like a car, but this actually looks like a Panamera, not a 718. So you can see lock, unlock, your hood and your boot. You can open it from here because this is a mid-engine car. That's why you can keep storage at the front and in the back. So first I'm going to show you these full LED headlights from Porsche. So let's get in and let's turn on the headlights. First light on, full light on with the hazards, high beam off, high beam off. Now I'm going to come out and show you the headlights. So you can see this is a very loud car, so let's show you. So this is the main headlight of this car. You can see the full headlight system, and like I told you in the Taycan review, so if you didn't see the Porsche Taycan review, it's going to be at the pop-out banner. Watch that full review. Every single Porsche has this light system, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Every single Porsche, the 718, the 911s, the Panamera, Cayenne, Macan, everyone's have. So very cool headlight. You have the headlight washers here in chrome accent, and if you guys come a little closer, you have Porsche written inside and a very cool design. Now let's show you the full front of the car. So now let's show you the front of the car. The wide of this car is 17.9 inch, and let's show you the full front. You have daytime running lights here. You have 4 sensors at the front with the number plate slot with Car Selection's garage plate here. Then you have the down body. You can see these are open for cooling the radiators in here because this is a mid-engine car, doesn't need any cooling at the front. These are closed to avoid downforce, and this is the front of the car. I think it's really aggressive to look, and it's a cool design from Porsche. Now let's see what's under the hood. So now let's show you what's under the hood. You can open it with the key. So here and then there, and hydraulic struts. So at the front you have a decent amount of storage. Like I can fit inside here. Like this is a very cool thing about the Boxster, that you have a lot of storage. Here you have your emergency triangle, and then your windshield wiper washers and your brake fluid there. You can see like you have decent amount of room. You could put a large size suitcase in there. If we close the hood here, you can see the Porsche logo here, and then just look at the body shape. This car is very aerodynamic and it's a roadster. Wow. Now let's show you the side profile. So now if we show you the side profile, the length of this car is 172.9 inches, and let's show you these wheels. So it's 235 R20s, Michelin tires on them, and you can see it's a very nice design for the wheel. You have 4 piston brakes at the front with ventilated rotors. You have satin finish here, satin black finish with Porsche written in white. Very cool design. And you have another light over here. This is for the hazards. Every single Porsche also gets this. The Taycan also did, but I didn't mention it. Then over here is the fuel tank. Open this, you have 14.9 gallons of capacity that you can put your fuel. Closing this, and so then if we come here, the ground clearance of this car is 128 mm. It's the same. And then you can see the full paint. So the mirror is the same color as the body. You have to pay extra for this on a Boxster. I don't know why. So this down part is a different color, the upper part is a different color, and it obviously gets frameless door. Here the mirror is down right now. So there. So then the wheelbase of the car is to the front wheels to the rear wheels, how much gap you have. It's 94.3 inches. That is the wheelbase of this car. Now if we come to the rear wheel, you have this open vent for the engine. So the engine is actually here behind the soft top, so it needs cooling from here. So we're going to talk about the engine at the last because it's the engine, it's the most important thing. So here we have the rear wheels. So the rear wheels are 265/35 R20s, and this is a rear wheel drive car. You can see it also has ventilated brakes at the back and the same wheels with Michelin tires. Now getting up of here, let's show you the rear of the car. So now let's show you the taillights of this car. It has a very cool design from the exterior. So let's get in, let's turn on all the lights so you guys can see it. Getting inside, foot on the brake, starting up the car. Yeah, this car sounds so good. Full light on. With the fog, we have the hazards. And then if you put it on reverse, you can see the full lights are on. Putting it back to park, and here I come outside. So these are the full rear tail lights that you can see. These four are the brake lights. You have the hazards here, you have another brake light here, and this is for the rear. It's actually a very nice design. And now if we get down, the height of this car is 50.4 inches. And then if we show you the rear, you have the fog here, you have the tow hook here, you have the full rear. For the 718 Boxster written in chrome, you have to also pay this for extra. And this Porsche written in chrome is also, you have to pay an extra. You have the spoiler, this actually goes up, so you have to control this from the inside. So there it lifts up. So if you put it on Sport Plus, it obviously goes up, but you can do it from the inside too. You have the number plate slot here with two number plate lights. You have the exhaust. This is the sport tailpipe. You have to pay extra for this also, but the normal one's picture is obviously going to be here. So this is the rear of the car. It's a very cool look. So now let's show you the boot space. So the thing I forgot to tell you that this car has 4 sensors at the back, 4 sensors at the front. Let's open the boot from the key here, and then hydraulic struts. So over here you have 160 liters of space. Like this car has a lot of space. At the front and the rear you have a lot of space. At the front you have 275 liters. So you have a light here. This is for putting your fuel. That is here for your engine oil. There. And then it also recommends you that which engine oil you're going to put inside your car. There. And if you close this, you have to get it close, and boom. And this is the soft top for this car. It's in red with a windshield that's heated. Now we're done with the full exterior of the car. Now let's get inside. So now we're going to go at the interior. So before that, I'm going to get inside and open the soft top. So let's get inside, start up the car. Here we open the soft top. Here we are done with opening the soft top. Now let's show you the interior. So now we're on the interior. So it has a full red interior with yellow contrast. So the sports chrono watch is yellow, the seat belt is yellow, and the analog clusters are also yellow. So first let's show you the dashboard. So I think it's a beautiful design, and you have cup holders too. There, you open it. One, you have two, and there you go, 2 cup holders for putting your drinks. And then if you open this, you have your glove box with decent amount of room, and a USB here for your Apple CarPlay, but it also has wireless Apple CarPlay. Now putting this in, putting this in there and here. So it has this metallic finish here. It has full leather with leather stitching, with red stitching. You have the AC vents here, here, and here. It's a very simple and cool look at the front. The vanity mirrors are here. It's a really decent size mirror and lights. There you go. And for the driver's side, it's the same. And then this is the dashboard. It's a very nice design. Now let's show you over here. So now let's show you this panel. So for that, I'm going to get the car on ignition. So first, you have some storage here that you can put the key of the car. You have some buttons here. So this is for your adaptive dampers because this has adaptive suspension. This is for your traction control. This is for the spoiler up. This is for the exhaust. So if you're on normal mode and you want to hear that exhaust, this is for it. This is for auto start stop off, getting the roof down, getting the roof back up, locking the car, the hazards. This is the Pdk gearbox. So if I start up the car now, you can see it written 718 and Pdk. So if you put the car on reverse, the reversing camera comes here with adaptive guidelines, neutral, drive, and then if you put it here, you can use your paddles or upshift and downshift from here. Putting it back to park, and this is the full center console. You have this satin finish. Over here are your climate controls. So if I show you the climate control, this is for your wind speed. It's a single zone climate control. So this is for if you want it cold or hot. So I want it all the way to cold. This is for the windshield heaters. This is for putting the air in. This is for the front windshield heater. This is for the AC max, where you want the air to go. Heated seats. This car also gets heated seats. Heated seats are standard. Then here you have your media controls and the infotainment. So now let's show you the infotainment. So I'm going to go back to home. You have all the controls here. So if we go on vehicle settings, this is actually the old infotainment system from Porsche. So you have your drive time and all the good stuff here. Your lap times are here. And then if you go on assistance, you have the display park assist. This is for all the vehicle settings that you have. Going back to home, you have everything like your navigation, your sound, your media, apps, everything is here. You have a CD player also, and then if you get this up, you have some SD card holders. And there you go. This is the old infotainment system from the Porsche. That's why you don't have that much stuff here. And that's it. Now if we get up from here, look at that sports chrono watch. That's contrasting with the white and yellow. And that's it. Now let's show you the glove box and the driver's side. So now let's show you the full steering wheel. So it is a full leather strap, and it's actually really good to hold. Every single Porsche steering wheel is good to hold. It is powerly adjustable, so it comes to you, and it's a telescope steering wheel. There. And by the way, this is the GT Sports steering wheel, so it doesn't have any controls here. And then for getting it up here, so this is the perfect position. You have aluminum paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, and these are steering mounted. These are not collar mounted. And then you have metallic finish here. You have the horn in the center, and you have sports chrono package. That's why you have the drive mode here. So you have sport, you have sport plus, individual, and your normal. If you press here, this is for the sports response mode. So if you want to overtake someone but your normal mode, press here. The full power comes for 20 seconds. And this is for the steering wheel. Over this side, you have your hazards and high beam. Over this side is your windshield wiper controls. Now let's show you the RPM. So before we show you the RPM, this is the glove box and this is there. So it's COVID time, so you could put your sanitizer and the key, but I'm going to leave the key here. So that's it. Soft touch, it's very comfortable. And by the way, this has 14-way adaptive seats. So it is fully powered seats on this car. You could control it from here. And that's it. Let's show you the RPM now. So now let's show you the full RPM. So you can see it's contrasting with the yellow there. So if we start up the car, so it's alive now. So I like this analog system for the Porsche Boxster. So here you have the speed in mile per hour, and the top speed is 175 mile per hour. And you have all your controls here, the kilometers here. In the center, you have the big RPM with which gear you're in, the speed. So if you go on drive, and then if you go here, this is for your manual settings. And then back to park. So yeah, this is the center dial. You can see it's had a very nice red light. And over this side, you have a digital screen that you can control some of your important stuff like your medias and everything. So up here you have the fuel, and down here you have the outside temperature and the time, and then you have your all vehicle settings here. That's for the RPM of the car. Now let's show you the seats and the door. So now let's show you the door first. So you have your door opener and this treatment in that chrome finish. You have two memory seats here, and then you have your outside rear view mirror controls and your window controls. Down here you have your Bose sound system, and you have some storage space here and some storage space here. Like you could put a 500 ml water bottle there. And there you go, you have airbag written and that full red interior. Boxster written here. This is for the boot. This is for the hood. You can open it from here. And then this has the 14-way adaptive seats. So you have under thigh support. That's this. And then you can lift it up if you're short. You should get it down if you're tall. You can get it front, back, and then it also has lumbar support. So that's it for the seats. Now we are fully done with everything, including the exterior and interior. So now let's talk about the most important thing about the car, the engine. So this engine is a 2-liter Boxster turbocharged engine with 300 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. This and the Boxster T uses the same engine, but the Boxster T is a GTS version, but it has the same engine. So what type of engine do you get? In the Boxster, you get the 2-liter 4-cylinder. In the Boxster S, you get a 2.5 4-cylinder. And in the GTS, you get a 4-liter naturally aspirated, only at the 2019 to the 2021s. So on this engine, you get 300 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. It has a 7-speed dual-clutch Pdk transmission, and it's sending all the power to the rear wheels with a limited slip differential. This was for the engine. Now enjoy the close view. So now we're on the ending of the video. So if you need this car, contact with Car Selection, because they are importing this beautiful cars, and this car is particularly sold. The owner's Instagram and Facebook is going to be at the description, and the owner of the showroom, Car Selection, their Facebook page is also going to be at the description. So if you're not subscribed, do hit the subscribe button, watch my previous video, the Taycan. So now let's end the video.